Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Today on the channel we're going to be smoking a hot and fast brisket on my Smoking Brothers Premier Plus 36. This is only the second time in 20 years I have cooked a hot and fast brisket on a pellet grill, so this should be a great experience. For our rub, we're going to be using a nice little rub under here that I have developed with using Smoking Brothers rubs in it, as well as having a beautiful traditional Texas style barbecue on the other side of it. This should be fantastic. Stay tuned, this is going to be a banger. Right, on these hot and fast cooks, you'll notice that the brisket will swell up like a football. That's absolutely normal. That's going to happen. We're not going to hit that crazy dark bark like we get if we're doing a low and slow. That's absolutely perfectly normal. We might even have some patchy bark. That is absolutely fine. And the other thing you're going to realize is it does not finish at 190 to 203 like you do when you do a low and slow brisket. This might even go as high as 215. That is all perfectly fine with a hot and fast cook. See, we have a 19-pound USDA choice brisket. It does have a little gash in it, but that's going to be absolutely fine. It's not a big deal. This thing is going to cook up absolutely great. Alright, now it's time to season this puppy. First thing we're going to go on with, now this is going to be our presentation side, so we're going to flip this around. Oop, about lost it. So we're going to flip this around. As usual, we have some scragglers. Another hangy piece off here. We're going nuts here, right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to install a binder. Now this is going down on the grate, so we're going to hit it first. This is W sauce. W sauce is America's Worcestershire. I highly recommend it. It is the best. I'm going to kind of give it a nice little gander all over here. Isn't she just beautiful? Real pretty. Alright, so now we're going in with that rub that we went ahead and made up, and it is perfect for this type of beef application. Little swirl. Now we are going hot and fast, so we don't want to bark this up something crazy. Okay, so that's that done. Now we're going to go ahead and flip her over. Bang. Now we're going to repeat the process. Try to find a place to put this. Right, I'm going to get the sides. Don't be the side. Don't forget to do the sides, because if you do, that would be a rookie move. Now we're going to go ahead and season again. You don't want a light coat, but yet you don't want a heavy coat. So I'm happy with that. We're going to now hit this point side. You can also do the reflect, where you just kind of let it bounce off your hand. And we'll do that on the back side. You can also grab a lot of that seasoning off the board and pat it up on there. It'll be absolutely fine. Now we are leaving a little bit of fat on there, just a little bit more on this brisket than we normally would with prime, because we're running a... Right, so we're going to go ahead and leave this exactly where it stands. We've got it nicely seasoned. Nice little blast. Whack some back there. Making sure we got everything. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and leave this right here. We're going to make a little bit of room, and we're going to process our tallow. We're not going to be seeing that on camera, but we definitely will do that, and we'll get it into the smoker. We'll also process a bunch of this meat for like burgers and stuff like that. So we'll see you in a second. So as you can see here, we have our pile of tallow. That's about to go into the smoker so we can render it down and put on this as we wrap it. And we have all the scraps that we will now grind up and turn into burgers. So we didn't lose really a crazy amount of it. That is what we lost. That's all your garbage. You don't really want to put in it, like your silver skins and stuff like that. I could go through that more, but I'm just not going to do it. So we got my Smoking Brothers Premier Plus 36 running at 300 degrees on the dot. We've got a nice little rack shelf right here holding our sauces and our rubs in case we see any little areas that we missed. We have the brisket still on the cutting board for about 35 to 40 minutes to tack up, and then we'll go ahead and put it on this fat side down. So as you can see off to our right, we have the beef tallow already has got a start on rendering down. We will be putting a whole bunch of that on the brisket. So what you want to generally do is put the brisket on, lay it down, try not to rub any of the rub off, right? And then you're going to kind of squash it up and let it lay down as natural as possible. And that's how you put a brisket on. See, the brisket is now swelling up like it should do. We're now starting to get some adherence off the bark, probably another 30 minutes, and we will be wrapping this puppy. 3 degrees. Now, hot and fast briskets will not stall. They will blow right through that stall, and this is what happens is most people forget about them like they do on low and slow, and you end up torching the brisket. So we're almost getting close to wrap time. We've got about another 30 degrees to go, and we'll wrap them. Now, if you all come over here, we're going to be quiet for a second. That sizzling is perfectly normal. We are now taking our notes as we go through the process of this order. We're now sitting at 160 degrees according to my RFX. We're going to go ahead and pull and flip this beast. Alright, now we're seeing it. It looks really good. As you can see, we have swollen up quite a bit. We can go ahead and take that off. And see, she looks good. We're going to go ahead and leave that little probe in there as we wrap this up. Now here we are, we're going to do the flip. You ready? Flippy. We're now fat side up. Don't worry about all that curling. That will get better. We're going to go ahead and put our RFX. We'll leave that in there. And we're going to go with the foil boat this time. Want to make sure we get that all up around it. Rotate it some more, making sure we're pulling it up onto the sides of the brisket. Guys, this smells absolutely phenomenal. Does not smell like your typical. Now, we're now going to take some tallow. Right, and we're going to put some in there. And we're going to go ahead and return this puppy to the smoker until she is probe tender from top to bottom. These look beautiful. As y'all can see, we have now moved the brisket to the top shelf. Ow, that's hot. We're going to go ahead and let it continue to cook just like so. We have the point closer towards the exhaust because we don't want the flat to be getting hit with all that heat. So we're going to let it keep cooking. We'll see you soon. It looks absolutely fantastic. We're going to go ahead and check her and see what she's looking like. That feels good, but not 100% there. That's still a tiny, tiny little bit tight. Oh yeah, the flat's definitely done. We're now just waiting on this point. I would say another 3 degrees and I'm going to call this done. Tallow is now done. This is as far as I like to take it. If you take this any further, the bits of fat can actually start to burn and turn the tallow rancid. Alright, let's see the results of this brisket. Let's see how we did. We want to kind of try and preserve that little bit, because we are going to put this back in the... Right, so here we are with beautiful, I don't know if y'all can see me getting this out, but it smells phenomenal. Well, it feels good. Jiggly. It's definitely got the right feel to it. Right, let's see what we got. I'm going to take one of these gloves off so I have a clean hand and a dirty hand. Right, out with the thermometer. Alright, as you can see, she's kind of jiggly. Bark feels good. It's softened up a little bit in the wrap. Let's give this thing a cut in half. Fat's well rendered. Bark is definitely not too rough. That's a good looking brisket if you ask me. There is the flat. We'll go ahead and lay that tower topping. Fat's well rendered, fat's caramely. There is your... Alright, so let's hack a piece of this off and we'll give it a try. We're going to hack this. Fat is really well rendered. I'm going to plop that back into that. We're going to get one little gorgeous piece of... That is your... Oh wow, that slaps. Oh, that is good. Oh boy. We're going to get a nice little piece of this. I like my points a little bit thicker. That is personal preference. That's just how I roll. I'll put this back in here because they'll die on the cutting board if we don't. So now we have a little bit crunchy on the bottom. Right, let's give these pups a try. That tastes phenomenal. Wow. Right. Let's go ahead and try. Alright. We're a little bit crumbly. It's a little bit too crumbly, but hey, I don't care. Wow. So I'm going to say, a lot of times briskets get washed out from all the beef tallow. This one's not like this. This is a choice brisket, I think that's why. Like I would not be happy at that. I would not be happy at this. That's just absolutely phenomenal. Holy hell, that's so good. There's the bark. Flavor wise, that's just banging. That is absolutely brilliant. Crumbly, I don't care. Let's try a piece of this bark. It's well rendered, it's wobbly, looks absolutely amazing. Smoky. Well, 1 to 10, I'm going to give this brisket a solid 8. If it wasn't, I don't normally cook choice briskets. I normally cook the primes. That's why it could be a little bit overdone. Hot and fast is definitely good. It's really good. Creates a different flavor. Well, that includes another great video. This brisket tastes fantastic. The flat's a little bit crumbly. Boo-hoo. I'm still going to eat it. It still tastes phenomenal. I'm not serving this for restaurants. I'm serving this to my family and to maybe a couple of other relatives and maybe some other nice people that want it. I'm giving this a full, probably 8 out of 10. Absolutely fantastic. Really, really good. Smoking Brothers ran absolutely flawlessly. Great. Really, really good. You know, didn't have any problems with it. I'm giving it the Trump hands. You can see them. It's great. It was marvelous. It was fantastic. Always looking at me like I'm an idiot. Definitely has some great smoke flavor. We started this at about 11 o'clock. Let me actually resort to the notes. We did start this at 11:45 and we finished it at let me see, start, finish. Yeah, we finished at about bang on 6:30. It did finish at 2:08. Really, really good. You have to start doing this because if you don't, then you won't remember that phenomenal cook you did. This is, I keep preaching this to people. Come up with your own list. You can have somebody in Excel do this. Now, see, we're gonna put this at 8. We got 8 out of 10. This was a choice brisket. Was not too bad at all. I'm gonna go and cut this up. I'm gonna go and bag all this now. And I'm gonna feed some of my family. Thanks very, very much for watching. Have a great one. Merry Christmas and a happy Hanukkah.